J-Dub is back at it, here to give everyone another Dexter Season 1 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am rewatching or watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, then it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further, simply to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 1, Episode 9. Title of this episode is called Father Knows Best. Father Knows Best. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. And I must confess, this episode took me a while to finish because I kept dozing off during it. I think I've dozed off 6 times. 8 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 6 minutes here, 11 minutes here. It was many times. And the episode, because of that, didn't really reflect well in my head. So Dexter starts the episode off with taking a shower, and Rita joins him. Until Cody has to pee, and Aster has to brush. Then while eating breakfast, Dexter learns that Joe Driscoll, his biological father, who we find out later in the episode, is 100% true. And Dexter had actually assumed that he had been long dead, has only recently died and left all of his belongings to Dexter, including his home. Batista talks with Dokes about his separation/divorce, and then Dokes runs after someone who is running away from Dokes. And when Batista finally catches up with Dokes, this man that was running is dead. So Dexter travels to the house that was left by Joe Driscoll with Rita. Eventually, Deb and Rudy, of course, Rudy the ice truck killer, arrive to assist Dexter in cleaning out the house. Dexter actually suspects Driscoll was murdered just because he had really no health issues and he had been in AA for 20 years. He is 20 years clean. And then flashbacks to Dexter's childhood show him questioning Harry about his real parents, learning that Driscoll had donated some of his blood to young Dexter for surgery. Irma, who's Driscoll's elderly neighbor, actually recognizes Rudy as the cable repairman who happened to be Driscoll's last visitor before he died. So Driscoll is obviously the one behind Dexter. I'm sorry. Rudy is the one behind Driscoll dying, obviously. But I wonder, this is kind of spoilerish. If you haven't seen the finale of Season 1, is Driscoll, spoiler alert, Rudy's father? I guess that was never determined. We know they had the same mother, but anyway. So, after Rudy leaves the premises with Dexter and his family, Rudy eventually returns back to, take care of the woman's house when he was dressed up as a cable repairman. Nothing else really happened there. It was a lot of slow moving parts. Rudy trying to bond with Dexter, I guess. And then Batista is questioned about the shooting incident involving Dokes, who claimed to have fired in self-defense. Dexter's analysis of the blood suggests that the suspect was not shot from where Dokes says he was shot. So Batista decides to report his actual observations, the forensic evidence, and the discrepancies with Dokes' story to Eternal Affairs, even though this will brand him as a rat. And then it actually turns out that the man that Dokes had killed was a former Haitian terrorist militia member of a certain group whom he had encountered during a Black Ops mission overseas. And LaGuardia is the one that kind of finds this out. And when Batista, the cops are giving Batista a bad rap, Dokes actually comes to his defense and says, acknowledge your detective or your higher ranked, whatever. I can't remember exactly what he said, but Dokes actually understands why Angel was doing what he does. Dokes, deep down, he may be an asshole sometimes, but he does his job very well. So everything is kind of swept under the rug and forgotten about. And then we have Paul, who begins to slide back into his old abusive habits, especially when Rita attempts to prevent him from seeing their children. Paul comes over a little out of it, it seems like, and what Rita does is get Paul into the bedroom, and this is after they get back from Dexter's dad's house, or his former house, I guess. And Rita then hits him with the baseball bat. Now, it seemed like Rita was kind of leaving him on there. Did she really have to do that? But I guess she didn't want the kids to see. I don't know. And then what she does is she grabs the kids and she leaves the house. And then the episode ends with Dexter playing one of his dad's old records. So like I said, this was a tough one to get through. And some of the spots in the episode, just, dozing off and having to go back to it, I might have missed the order of where some things are. But nonetheless, I'm going to give the episode a 7.4 out of 10. And if you really like this episode, I apologize. I just didn't find it that interesting at all. Like, really, it doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, so Driscoll is a really good bowler, and that's one thing I guess I forgot to mention, that they go to a bowling alley and they put his ashes in the parking lot of the bowling alley on like a patch of grass or a little spot of grass. So I guess so Dexter got his bowling pedigree from his father. So again, 7.4 out of 10. And well, the character of the episode, there's two characters that I think were really important in this episode. I think it was Rudy and Batista. You could flip a coin who you want to give it to because of the importance of what Batista did. I'm going to give it to Batista in this episode just because I think this was the first good Angel Batista episode. Of course, the next one, which I just watched as well, literally right before I started recording this video, Angel's pretty awesome in that episode too. So we'll have to see where I go, because Rudy and Angel are kind of neck and neck again. So you heard what I had to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter and you like Dexter content, I'll try to do as much Dexter content as I can on the channel, along with Dexter New Blood. Or if you want to help with me out with the YouTube algorithm, make sure you smash that like button. If you want to share this video to any Dexter fans that you know, or even put it on your social media platforms, by all means, please do so. Don't forget to sound off in the comments about what your thoughts are. What would you score the episode? Who would be your character of the episode? And any analysis that you want to, let the world know about. And then last, but certainly not least, I'm always trying to grow the channel. It's been a little bit slow lately since Dexter New Blood has ended. Hopefully The Walking Dead will get things back up. But obviously, please, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and of course be a part of something special. And JDev will return.